But I'll tell you a quick story about Tony Kukoc that when he came over to the NBA. First game of the season, I asked him if he wanted to go grab a bite to eat. It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, kind of, 4 hours before the game. And he orders this feast. I mean, salad, appetizer, huge plate of pasta, chicken, glass of red wine, a dessert like tiramisu, and then he follows it up with an espresso. And I'm just in awe. I'm sitting there looking at him like, Tony, this is your pregame meal? He goes, in Europe, we eat a lot, we drink a little wine, we have espresso, we go back to hotel, take beer, then we go. Hey, all right, there we go. Oh, man, was I allowed to say that?
I got to honestly say, I did not see that story going there. That was awesome.
I don't know.
Oh, man. John Sally was, he really was a comedian. He would write jokes, and then he would go and perform them. And so I remember Adrian Danley, right? He said, Sally is a guy who has theme music when he walks in. So when Sally would walk in, we would all say, John Sally.
My most embarrassing moment, I was just started playing basketball probably. It was like 10 years old. And it was maybe our fifth game.
You wanna battle me? Which money you got? You wanna battle me?
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for continuing to tune in to the TEODB Podcast. Told y'all I'm bringing the fun back to sports talk. Yeah, I'm doing that. I'm making you laugh. The last tidbit was a bit to make you laugh while I went to pee. Now, back to the show. It is the TEODB Podcast on Built for This Network. I am H-Rap-B. Thank you guys for tuning in. This Chicago versus this episode is Chicago versus everybody. Chicago versus everybody. All unemployed comedians and rereads report to the dance floor. That's you, Ryan. Now, the reason I call this Chicago versus everybody is because even though I've been enjoying this Jordan thing, I gotta wonder, what is the point and why is everybody mad at my guy? My guy is Isaiah Lloyd Thomas III. Anybody who know me, Isaiah Thomas Will is and always has been, well, not always has been, but always has been my favorite ball player. No, you didn't miss that part yet. That's my man RC just got in from Duluth, Minnesota. Thank you for tuning in. It's going to get hot and heavy, RC. I'm going in. Chicago versus everybody. They forced me to do this. Look, let me start off. First and foremost, I wasn't a Bull fan until they drafted Derrick Rose. My man RC, who just got in the chat room, he points out regularly, I have a Chicago bias and I have a left-hand bias. I own that. I'm never going to try to deny it. I do. I was born in Chicago. I was born on the west side of Chicago. Went to the same high school. There's one big Martha Dwyer, Westinghouse Vocational High School, Chicago, Illinois, west side. 3300 West, Franklin Boulevard, Westinghouse Vocational High School, 84 to 88. Class 88 in the building. Y'all already know. I don't care what happens. I'm taking the Chicago dude side. And I'm not going to, again, I got a reputation to uphold. I'm not going to jump out the building. If you do something insanely stupid, I'm going to call you insanely stupid, but I'm still rock with you because you're from Chicago. But what the problem I have is with this thing, look, you got to document everything. I get it. You got to tell the story. Isaiah Thomas has been, yesterday, the last 2 days, they've been talking about Isaiah Thomas on ESPN. Isaiah Thomas opened up and let people know that he was hurt. His feelings was hurt about not being put on the dream team. If you're an Isaiah Thomas fan, You understand that? If you're not, I don't understand. Look, you can love Michael Jordan. First and foremost, I'm going to end this debate right now. You can like Michael Jordan, like Magic Johnson, like Larry Bird, like Isaiah Thomas, and like LeBron James. Did y'all know that? You know what's tripped out about sports today? We have been reduced to mad foolishness. When I grew up, you could like Reggie Jackson, and you could like Pedro Guerrero. Even though Pedro Guerrero was Dominican, they look alike. You could like Reggie Jackson and Eddie Murray. You could like Reggie Jackson and Rod Carew. You can like everybody. But since sports has become a business, it is you have to like one and not the other. MJ was not snitching, but no one was. Oh no, you missed the show last week, RC. MJ is the biggest snitch in town. My man RC said MJ was snitching. Yes, he was. Well, you know what? I'm going to backtrack on man RC. Michael Jordan is a company man. You know that same kind of company man y'all hate Stephen A. for being? That same kind of company man y'all hate Jason Whitlock for being? Michael Jordan is that same company man. Why is Michael Jordan on the documentary 25, 30, 35 years later saying, I went to the hotel room and everybody was in there with women getting high and getting drunk? It was weed on this side, it was lines on this side, and it was women in there. I ain't gonna say who it was. Motherfucker, you got the internet. You can Google who was on the team and figure it out. I was gonna be just as guilty as them. Guess what else? If you didn't listen last week, guess what? Kobe Bryant tried his best to be just like Michael Jordan. Obviously, he got snitching from him too. Michael Jordan is a company man. Michael Jordan is also a company man because Scottie Pippen was wrong for holding out and playing some of the best basketball in the history of the game and being paid one of the worst. That's called negotiation. Shannon Sharp, James Harrison, Deion Sanders, Jalen Rose, Paul Whack-Ass Pierce, and every other athlete that I've seen on TV. When somebody holds out, the standard line is that's between that man and the company. Michael Jordan said he was wrong. And to quote Killmonger, that's y'all king. You should not like Michael Jordan for that alone. But I'm not here to say don't like Michael Jordan. I'm here to say, why is it when you've never heard, is Babe Ruth better than Mickey Mantle? Is Joe DiMaggio better than Ted Williams? But when it comes to the bras, good. Shout out to him. Shout out to Dwayne Wade for calling him out for snitching. RC said Dwayne Wade called Michael Jordan is a snitch, y'all. Don't do nothing around him. And guess what? He mad at Horace Grant on this next episode for snitching on him. Allegedly. Threw him under the bus too. You don't know who told. You just assumed it was Horace Grant because he ain't like you. See, what y'all need to understand is this. Chicagoans, this is old news. Like, hey, I wonder if they're going to put this part in the thing. When Michael Jordan said, Scottie Pippen is my best friend on the team. And they asked Scottie Pippen, he said Ron Harper. But that's beside the point, man. Look, I understand loving Michael Jordan. But in order to love Michael Jordan, you ain't got to hate Isaiah Thomas. I know of a guy who knows a guy who's 33, 34 years old that don't like Isaiah Thomas. By the time Isaiah Thomas retired, this dude was 6 or 7 years old. How can you not like somebody you've never seen play? Even though I saw him play, that's like me saying, I don't like Pistol Pete Maravich. In his prime, I ain't see him play. Just like I don't like Nate Archibald. In his prime, I ain't see him play. I don't like Clyde Frazier. In his prime, I ain't see him. I don't like Willis Reed. Stop it, y'all. This is stupid. Look, newsflash. I don't like Kobe Bryant as a player. You know, I don't like that style of ball play. But you think I'll miss a Kobe Bryant game? Hell, I'm not a fan of Kobe Bryant. But you think I would miss the play when he was on TV? I'm watching. Just to root against him. But I just think he was a clown because he's a snitch. You know, I'm never gonna say Kobe Bryant ain't good. Y'all run around here. Remember that time LeBron James missed that free throw in the third quarter? Did they win? Yeah, but he missed the free throw. Shut up. We're gonna kill this stupidity. Well, you know what? I'm gonna say it like I always said. If you that stupid, please don't tune into the End of the Bench podcast ever. Don't download it, don't subscribe, don't rate, don't do nothing. No, just, you know what? Do subscribe to the network, and when my show come up, delete. One word Chicago on his chest, one word on his back. Exactly. That's a joke from Houston. This is a joke, man. But back to the point I was making. We got people who live in the world today mad at Isaiah Thomas for not shaking hands. Are y'all outside of y'all damn mind? They knew Pip hated the worm, Dennis Rodman. They tried to make it seem as if they were the oldest best friends. Remember that controversial moment with Larry Bird? Max Kellerman tried to pull it out of Isaiah, and Isaiah checked him. I didn't see that, but yeah, Rodman did say it first. They bought up everything they could to slander this man Isaiah Thomas' name. And for the record, again, I wasn't a Bulls fan until they drafted Derrick Rose. I like Chicago ball players. People who don't live in Chicago, guess what? Y'all think this is a Cubs town. Y'all think this is a Bears town. This is a basketball town. If football and basketball, football and baseball were that dope in Chicago, why don't you see a whole lot of brothers coming to play Major League Baseball and coming to play football? If the basketball is king in the hood. Hey, y'all talk about all this violence in Chicago? It's this thing called a hooper pass. If you shoot ball, you get an escort through any hood in Chicago. It started when Ben Wilson was murdered. Gangbangers like, nah, he got a chance. Leave him alone. Stall him out. But this whole thing about supporting y'all boy Mike. Bird and most of the Celtics walked off the court when the Pistons won and Detroit lost. Exactly. No one said a thing. McHale, DJ, Parrish, Bird, and followed by Kevin McHale walked across the center of the court while Adrian Dantley was shooting a free throw in 87-88 season when the Lakers won their first of the back-to-back. Nobody said a word. The Pistons didn't walk across the court. People, they walked across the middle of the court, which is a technical foul because there's more than 5 people on the court right now. Nobody said a word, but Isaiah Thomas is the devil. Stop it, man. I'm going with Isaiah Thomas over anybody you name. Michael Jordan ass included. Guess why? Because we from the same streets. We from the same bricks. He from Chicago. Chicago, excuse me, hoops is king here. Hoops is king. We talk about people like the Burgess Roberts. You just heard them talk about Ken the Snake Norman, the homie Joe Doherty. I played against NBA players, people who've been on NBA courts. Rod Strickland, he's not from Chicago. Terry Cummings, Big Mark Aguirre. Been on the court with Bernard Randolph. Been on the court with whack-ass David Booth. They from Illinois, he's from Illinois, he ain't from Chicago. Howard Nathan. Tim Hardaway. These dudes who control Chicago. This nonsense about Isaiah Thomas ain't this and ain't that, by people who never saw him play, y'all outside y'all damn mind. And I don't understand what's wrong with you people. How are y'all allowing Michael Jordan to be mad at some shit that somebody didn't shake his hand 30 years ago? Zeke said, I'm from the west side of Chicago, I don't back down for nobody. Shout out to RC, thank you very much. It's cool, the 6 championships, the city was insane, we was boogieing and all that. I started a riot. I'm gonna gloss over that like y'all to hear me say that. But, you know, it's cool, man. I understand. Be a Michael Jordan fan. Love Michael Jordan. Wear the shoes. Support him. Big ups to him. He owns his own team. But that's some sucker shit. These last 2 episodes, This man running around here snitching on people getting high.